다음 소개할 부스는 카시아 레스토랑입니다. 바로 이번 2016년 베스트 뉴 레스토랑에서 1등을 차지한 곳인데요. 산타모니카에 위치하고 있는 카시아 사장님 부부인 브라이언과 킴을 모시고 몇 가지 이야기 나눠보죠. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm so glad you guys have picked number one. You guys are Asian.
I know, it's the best feeling in the whole world.
Yes, and we're very proud. We're very proud of that.
We're extremely proud, and this is really for our community, and I'm just so happy that that our cuisine, you know, that is being appreciated by by the community at large, and how everyone is embracing Asian food on such a big scale.
And we really hope it's just the beginning of it, so, yeah.
Would you describe your restaurant dish in one sentence, please?
Southeast Asian.
Can we try this dish? Or could you explain a little bit about this dish?
Okay, so it's escargot, snails of course. There's mushrooms in there. There's lemongrass butter, as well as we're putting it on a pan de mie bread that we bake in-house. And there's laksa leaf on top.
이 빵이 정말 적절하게 버터에 이렇게 토스트가 돼 있어서 굉장히 입에 부드럽게 녹고요. 그리고 여기 위에 있는 소스가 되게 잘 어울려요. 약간 짠맛도 있고 그리고 좀 부드러운 약간 기름기가 있는데 너무 그리시하지는 않은 우리들 입맛에 잘 맞을 수 있는 그런 음식인 것 같습니다. 다음 소개할 부스는 르 꽁뚜아라는 레스토랑입니다. 유가와 놀만디, 그러니까 한인타운 한복판에 위치하고 있는데 지나가면서 본 적은 한 번도 없었던 것 같아요. 여기선 메뉴를 고를 필요도 없고 혼자 가도 상관없다는데요. 오늘 만나본 레스토랑 중에 가장 특징이 많은 호기심이 가는 레스토랑입니다. Hello.
Hello. Welcome.
Could you explain about your restaurant? What does Le Comptoir mean?
Le Comptoir simply just means the counter, and that's what you'll be eating on when you show up to our restaurant. It's a 16-foot walnut counter that we've made specifically for your dining experience. We believe that it's the most democratic and humanitarian way to eat is to eat together. So that's how we constructed our restaurant.
Was it your first restaurant?
This is the first restaurant that I've owned solely by myself. It's owned by myself and my family. That's it. I have no outside investors and no partners.
Okay, so still, a lot of Koreans don't know your restaurant exists in the middle of Koreatown. So just teach us, educate us a little bit more.
It is a vegetable-inspired restaurant. We have one menu, so you sit down and you say, yes, chef, and we feed you. Most of the vegetables that you're going to eat at our restaurant is grown by myself. We have a certified organic garden in Long Beach called Gladys Avenue Farms. So we're only open 4 days out of the week, but 7 days out of the week I'm at the farming and making sure that we have the right delicious ingredients that's served at our very special restaurant.
So I read a little bit about your restaurant in advance. What's up with the $45 for reservation fee?
Well, that is so you don't make a reservation at 4 different other restaurants and decide that evening that you don't want to go. Every meal is handcrafted for you. Every dish is handcrafted for you. We don't pick our vegetables until that morning when we find out our final count. So it's like building a custom cabinet. When you get a custom job done, you pay a deposit, a non-refundable deposit.
Sounds fair.
Right? So when you pick up your crafted item, then you pay the rest in full. And that's what we do. And that's how we keep our costs down. You know, normally for a 6-course tasting menu is a lot more than $69 around town. So we're trying to offer a value as well. And we can only do that by having these very strict policy guidelines.
되게 특이한 게 이 레스토랑은 일단 프렌치 네임, 필리피노 사장님, 그리고 한인타운에 있는데 메뉴는 전혀 아시안적인 거는 별로 없다고 그래요. 그런 것도 굉장히 특이한 점 중에 하나인 것 같습니다. Tell me about your signature dish. This dish you must try.
Our signature dish would probably have to be something that we've kept forever, and it's a play on a vegetarian dish that when vegetarians go to a restaurant and they go with their meat-eating friends, like to a steakhouse, and they say, "Can you do something vegetable-inspired for me?" And they come out with a mushroom and asparagus grilled simply on the plate. Very uninspired, very insipid kind of dishes and prepared without any passion. Our fruit and vegetable plate consists of 28 different fruits and vegetables of the season, which most of them we grow ourselves, and they're all cooked separately, and they're all bite-sized pieces. So it's a beautiful mosaic and picture snapshot of what today brings us.
Okay.
It's called fruit and vegetable plate. So we've had that's our signature dish.
What do you have today?
Today we have some kale that we grew at our garden. So we made some kale chips along with some aioli, which is French for mayonnaise. So it's a play on chips and dip. I hope you enjoy it.
와, 맛있겠는데요. 케일. 요즘 감사합니다. 케일 칩 다시마처럼 생겼어요. 채소인데 여기에다가 마요네즈를 조금 찍어서, 근데 이 케일이 직접 이 조그만한 농장이 롱비치에 있어서 거기서 다 기른 거라고 그래요. 한번 먹어볼게요. 지금 안에 행사장이 너무 음악도 크고 사람들도 너무 많고 정말 다들 너무 바빠요. 먹느라고. 그래서 여기 나와서 여기 LA 매거진의 푸드 에디터이신 레슬리 씨 모시고 이번 행사에 대해서 좀 물어보도록 하겠습니다. Hi, Lesley.
Hi. Thanks for having me. Or thanks for coming. This is my event.
It's very busy inside, and then great music, great crowd.
Great food.
So how many years does it happen annually?
This event happens annually. We've been doing it for the last 3 years. But what it's honoring, which is the Best New Restaurants issue of Los Angeles Magazine, we've been doing for decades.
So how do you pick the new restaurant?
So our restaurant critic Patrick Q and myself throughout the year visit restaurants. We remember our favorites. We go back and try to make sure that they're still great, and we whittle it down to 10. This year there were so many great restaurants that it was really hard, but we picked the cream of the crop and put them in the issue. So basically a lot of eating. It's not
Your
hard work.
job is basically enjoy the food. What a great job.
Yeah, the perks of my job are amazing. It is not difficult getting to eat the best restaurants in the city every day.
So if somebody who's more curious about this best new restaurant, how could they find it?
How do they find the restaurants? Well, you can go, if you don't pick up the Los Angeles Magazine, which is on stands now for the January issue, the whole package is online at lamag.com. There you can see all 10. Not only do you get the stuff that appears in the magazine, but online we have bonus content where I share my insider tips, like what dishes you should get, how to park, what you think you should wear, how fancy it is, if you should bring the kids. All of those kind of tips. So all of that information is online along with the address and website and all of that. The good thing about this year is that no matter where you live in LA, there are restaurants in every part of the city, from the beaches to Koreatown to downtown to everywhere. So it's great.
So I saw a lot of restaurant who has Asian dish inspired. So is this some kind of a trend these days?
100%. I was at one of the restaurants last night. Our #1 best new restaurant this year was Cassia, which is in Santa Monica. They do a mix of sort of Vietnamese, Singaporean, with a little hint of French. Asian flavors in general, I think the last few years have really dominated at some of the best restaurants.
So what's going to be the most possible Korean restaurant who could get picked for next Los Angeles Magazine's best restaurant?
Well, some of the guys that are here actually opened a new restaurant in Culver City called Hanjip. It's Korean barbecue. It's sort of very chef-driven Korean barbecue, but it's his takes on the classics, kimchi and banchan and olive pancake and corn cheese and all of that great stuff. But then he also has some really interesting gourmet proteins that he's working with. It's high-end and fun, a great wine list. So I expect it was too new for this year's list just by a hair, but I suspect it'll be here next year.
Thank you very much, Lesley.
Thank you.
Hello.
Hi.
Can I get some soundbite from you?
Okay.
So is this the first time for you for this event?
Yeah, I've never been to this event before, but I've been to other similar events, but not this particular one.
Okay, so how do you like it?
It's amazing. I love the atmosphere is great. The food is wonderful, and I love the wine samples. It's been a lot of fun. I've been able to like meet new people and mingle with my coworkers. So yeah, it's been great.
It's such a long line. And did you even have a try everything?
This is actually the only one we haven't tried, and it's because it's the longest line. So we're like, we're gonna save it for last, and we're gonna get all the other ones. So we're waiting to get the last one.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
네, 지금까지 LA 매거진이 주최한 Best New Restaurant 2016 셀러브레이션 행사를 저와 함께 돌아보셨습니다. 오늘 행사 보면서 느낀 것은요, 점점 까다로워지는 이 손님들의 입맛에 맞추기 위한 셰프와 또 레스토랑 사장님들의 노력이 정말 많이 엿보이는 행사였다라는 생각을 했습니다. 이 매 주말 또 집과 회사도 좋지만 먹방이 유행하는 요즘 먹방 주말을 함께 만들어 보는 건 어떨까요? 지금까지 완소 LA의 완소녀 최지민이었습니다. 저는 다음 시간에 뵐게요.